Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. The channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. As the future is not set in stone, we encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. So rising everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your Chakra priestess here to do a reading on Chriseanrock, Tamar, Braxton, and James Wright Chanel, and the debacle that had transpired last week with that ended up with James Wright Chanel being assaulted and having to go to the hospital, as well as get some things done on his behalf. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This will be I think did I have this at Chrisean's cards, or this is Tamar's cards? No, this is Tamar card. Okay. So this is Tamar's cards, this is Chrisean's cards, and this is James's cards. So let's go ahead and dive into the reading. So we got Tamar Braxton here, and she is a Pisces, and I just want to say this as well as we're going into this this reading, is that Tamar is a Pisces with a life path of 6. No, that's Chrisean. She has a life path of 8. Chrisean is a Pisces as well with a life path of 6, and James, he is a Sagittarius with a life path of 1. So to say the least, looks like Tamar is approaching her karmic year next year, because next year is the universal year of 8 that deals with money, debt, karma, regenerating, transitioning, all those types of things. Okay, which I'll do a whole complete separate video with that as well. So I just want to throw that out there, as well as, you know, Tamar and Chrisean have a lot in common. So I can see why Tamar was lending an olive branch, or lending a helping hand, or just lending a helping hand on an older sister aspect, because not only both of them are Pisces, Tamar and Chrisean, but also Tamar and Chrisean are the youngest out of their big families as well. And so you can see so I can see why Tamar reached out to Chrisean to, just do what was supposed to been done, but it went left. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so with Tamar's cards, we do have the child wounded card, and this is possibly within the sacral chakra, due to the coloring of the card. And the light attribute, we have awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children opens the learning path of forgiveness. Which ironically, with her tour Love and War, it has approached the 10-year mark of her of the album debuting, as well as a couple of singles like Hot Sugar and Love and War, and The Only One being on that album, doing very well on the charts during that period of time. So it's crazy how her tour was based on the Love and War celebration album, and it was all love, it was all fine and dandy, lovey-dovey, all that, and then it turned into a war. So with that being said, the shadow attributes of this card: we have blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. And then at the bottom of the deck for her, we have the athlete card, and this is with possibly within the third eye spectrum due to the color of the card. The third eye is indigo, indigo in the color purple spectrum, so that deals with vision and clarity. So we have dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. And then the shadow attributes, we got misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends or false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Okay, so there's a lot being said between those two cards with Tamar. So the sacral and the third eye chakra is highlighted within her sector because it has been said with Tamar that she has experienced some sort of childhood wounds that I'm pretty sure she is currently working towards in the path of forgiving and moving on from it. Okay, because the sacral chakra deals with intimate relationships, it deals with parenting, and it deals with childhood upbringing as well. Okay, following through with ChriseanRock's card, we got damsel. So damsel in distress. Okay, understand the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself is the light attribute for that card. And then the shadow attribute, we have waiting for a knight to provide for you or seduction by romantic illusion. So interesting how this is highlighted for ChriseanRock. And with the color spectrum, this is like in the midst between the sacral chakra and I'm gonna say the solar plexus as well. Okay, and then we have at the bottom child orphan regarding to the root chakra in this instance because of the root chakra is associated with the color red. So it says dependence based on learning to go it alone or conquering fear of surviving. And then the shadow attribute, we have feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation and seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So a lot has been said with that as well between ChriseanRock's card. And then we have we have James Wright Chanel, that's the Sagittarius, the truth seeker of it all. We have Pioneer that came out at the top for him. And then for the light attribute, we have passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. And then we have the shadow attribute, impulsive need to keep moving forward, and which I'm pretty sure he's doing right now. And then we have God at the bottom of the deck for him with benevolence and compassion, recognizing the internal force within himself and others. And then we have the shadow attribute with despotism and cruelty or using power to control people. All right, so a lot is being said so far with these particular cards. And with James' card, this Pioneer card is in the shade of the yellow spectrum with the solar plexus. And you know, taking action of your ideas, how to assert yourself and establish boundaries when you're around others, deals with self-confidence, self-esteem, self-acceptance, etc. And the God with the brown, that's more of the Earth Star chakra sector in that realm, which goes beneath the root chakra, like on the like in the ancestral format. When it comes to establishing roots. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify Tamar's cards. Clarify Tamar's cards for me, Spirit. You may have to get a little sticky stick. Okay, never mind. Okay, we got sweet tooth with hankering, temptation, proposal, intimacy, message of love. And it's on a spiritual aspect. And then we also have barking up the wrong tree, dead end, stalemate, not now, lack of clarity, perspective, and shift needed, which I've said before with this athlete card here. The color of that card signifying the third eye chakra, which deals with vision and clarity. So this clarifies that definitely for that. So she's barking up the wrong tree. There's a lack of clarity and understanding, which that she needs to put an end to as of right now. Okay. She may have had a proposal, like a message of love towards a situation on a enlightenment spiritual aspect, but now is the time to put an end to the situation and move forward. All right, with ChriseanRock, let's see what comes out for her. In which I did a reading on ChriseanRock last year, I want to say. Maybe the year before that, but yeah, there was pregnancy indicating for her during that time in her spread. It was just a matter of time of when that was going to happen. And it happened a couple months later when she announced it. So, yeah. Pretty much predicted that was going to happen eventually. But let's see what's going on now since she's in this predicament. Okay, when life gives you lemons on a individual aspect, we have make lemonade, optimism, perseverance, opportunity, creative genius. So when I think about this card, it's like when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? You turn a sour situation into something, an opportunity to continue to move forward on a goal that you're trying to reach, or you use that opportunity to bring income in, or something along that realm. Then at the bottom of the deck, we got pot calling the kettle black on that with some hypocrisy, okay, going on, some blaming, and there's introspection that is needed so she can get back into balance. Okay, there's a need for her to get back into balance because there's some hypocrisy that's going on. All right, with James Wright, let's see what's going on with that. Clarify James Wright's cards. We have, aren't you precious? Suffering, fools, disdain, displeasure, contempt, poking fun, reading between the lines. So there's a sense of displeasure, possibly within these not the solar plexus, oh my gosh, the sacral chakra region, which deals with intimate relationship. There are some changes going along with relationships that he has with people at this time, because the number 4 of 14 here, 1 + 4 = 5, that deals with sudden change, sudden upheaval, and with their orange in the background signifying intimate relationships. There's changes happen on that end, which at the bottom of the deck we have it's raining cats and dogs. There's temporary intensity, need to surrender. This too shall pass. There's a need for release and cleansing, especially on an emotional standpoint. So definitely with cat signifying intuitiveness, landing on your feet, because they do land on their feet whenever they are in a tough spot that they're trying to get to, but they manage to get back on their feet. And then with dogs representing loyalty, just trying to figure out where the loyalty lies within his relationships with people. So he's gonna have to be resilient and have the confidence to be able to get through the motions during this time period, so he can so he can continue on with whatever endeavors that he is wanting to do at this time. Okay, so let's get what's the tea. Am I still recording? Okay, I just want to make sure, because I did have a call come through and I didn't know whether I was still recording or not. Okay, what is the tea regarding to what has happened between Chrisean Rock, Tamar Braxton, and James Wright Chanel? What's the tea going on in the situation with the three of these people? We got incarcerated, so somebody may end up being locked up, literally, or there's a lot of trapped thoughts going on, a lot of thinking, processing that is going on at this time. We also have someone is ignoring a situation. It could be James, ignoring the situation. We got marrying for money. So let's see, marrying for money. Marrying for money. Somebody may be marrying for money, but when I also look at this card, maybe it's like a money grab type of thing. Even though it's not indicated like a gold, well, somebody may be gold digging the situation, milking the situation, possibly. That's another way to read the card, since I don't think anybody is in relationships right now with anybody. But other than that, somebody is definitely possibly milking the situation to get money out of it. There's possibly somebody's trying to seek money out of the situation. We have a dirty offer. So there was a dirty offer. Okay, interesting. And it left someone being lonely. This may be Tamar's energy here. Because this may be all of them like this, but yeah. There's people trapped in their thoughts right now, definitely, for the most part. Somebody may end up locked up in this situation, but if they're not going to be locked up, they're definitely having like thoughts, and it's having them is causing stress and anxiety, how the situation had unfolded, because a dirty offer was offered at the time. Okay. Let's see. Let me get two more cards from this. Let me get two more cards. Draw me two more cards regarding to this situation. Okay, somebody wants someone back. And family issues. Somebody is undergoing some family issues at the bottom, and giving money is at the bottom. And someone is possibly dirt digging, looking for dirt on someone, and vice versa. Now, as far as the hidden blockages, let me move these cards because I forgot to do this. Okay, hidden blockages for Tamar. Jeez Louise, my goodness. Okay, we got, I'll acknowledge these cards even though I asked for one. We got excessively given, so she's not understanding her value and receiving what she is truly worth. So she needs to work on that. And then there's lack of specificity, having to set very vague goals that are hard to visualize and hard to attain. So she needs to gain absolute clarity again. She needs to regain her strength when it comes to vision and clarity. strengthen up that third eye chakra. Then we have abusing power, using gifts as a mean of manipulation, power, or some selfish personal benefit. So she needs to find her real power in this situation. Now, as far as the shadow card at the bottom of the deck, we do got wild shadow, unhealthy or, you know, promiscuous behavior, cheating, affairs, risky interactions, or easy. So on the flip side, it says it's not healthy or safe to let yourself be vulnerable when there's no evidence of safety. All right. And I'm getting root chakra vibes due to the red. Okay, the root chakra being affected in this particular thing, because whenever the root chakra is affected or traumatized, it will cause the sacral chakra to float the other way towards the toxic side of the imbalanced portion of the sacral chakra, which deals with addiction and obsessiveness and codependency and all that stuff, yada yada yada. And let's see, Chrisean, what are the, oh my gosh, no mind, what could be the hidden blockages of Chrisean? We got greedy shadow, money, 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 money. Intense desire for wealth and power, materialistic, worldly, hungry for status. So she needs to acknowledge that everything outside of her core leads her further from happiness and freedom. At the bottom of the deck, we do have drama shadow, which creates and attracts a lot of drama, chaotic life, unstable relationships. But she doesn't need to be afraid to burn a few bridges in order to stop attracting drama. Stop creating your own storms. And then at the top, we got all or nothing thinking. It says stops you from growing, adapting, and enjoying anything that isn't perfect. So she needs to honor the process. If you move past seeing the black and white, the world opens up to an array of colorful possibilities. The key is to remind yourself that there are more than two outcomes just about any situation. And then with James Wright, what are the hidden blockages with James Wright? What could be the hidden blockages of James Wright? We have egotistical shadow, excessive self-focus, shallow traits, hobbies, inconsiderate, arrogant, narcissistic. Ego only becomes a problem when you allow it to grow into arrogance. Don't lose track of your ego. And at the top, we have evil eye. There is malice that surrounds you and that wishes to destroy your success. So you need to protect yourself, James. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got unforgiving shadow, not disposed to forgive or show mercy, merciless or uncompromising grudge. He's probably thinking of this due to the swords that this person has, and the sword suit deals with mental and intellect. But on the flip side, it says you need to look for signs of disrespect or reason to be angry. You will find them. Align yourself with loving vibration. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the analysis. We got Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We also have the Lovers card in the Sacral Chakra region. We have the Release card, that is a Crown Chakra card, in the Solar Plexus region. And then we have two cards that came out for the Heart Chakra, which is the Tower card and the Nine of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Perseverance card, that is a Sacral Chakra card. So let's dive into it. Let me straighten up these cards. Okay, so first things first, the root chakra energy. We have the Queen of Cups, that is a third eye chakra in the root chakra region. So I'm getting an indication this is Tamar here, because the Queen of Cups are, well, this may be a combination of Tamar and Chrisean, and possibly James Wright, but I'm going to lead towards to Tamar, specifically. Because with the Queen of Cups, because because the Queen of Cups, queens are mature women, that are that are intuitive, that are nurturing, and on an emotional level, since this deals with, since the cups deals with emotion and feeling. Also, the cups are associated with the zodiac signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So I'm leaning towards with Tamar's energy with this one. So with this being in the root chakra region, when it comes to the safety, security, and survival of this matter, it deals with emotional healing. So I'm assuming that she is working towards emotional healing, establishing emotional security within herself, so she can be able to right her wrongs and get on the path of righteousness. Okay. She wants to be able to find comfort and to knowing this, having a sense of self, because once you know because when you know yourself fully and wholly, you'll be able to create, you be able to create something on a passionate level. You'll be able to assert yourself in situation and create boundaries, and you'll be more likely to accept yourself, so you can be able to express yourself in the most true and authentic way, and have clarity and wisdom, and use discernment along the way to know when to pick and choose your battles, and know when to hold, when to fold, and know who's good for you and who is not good for you. Because as long as you are staying connected with the creator, divine source, then you'll be able to navigate life in a healthy, balanced manner. Okay, there we go. Because I got a brain fart on that one. Okay, so yeah. She is just basically, what I'm getting here, she is basically trying to reestablish that safety net within her foundation, especially regarding to relationships with other people as well as herself. So let's clarify that. We got the Three of Cups. There was happy time, celebration, indulgence that was happening during this period of time. What else? Because again, the theme of the event was celebrating the 10-year mark of her album being released, of Love and War. So let's see what else come out. It was positive vibes. There was positive vibes there. She was able to express herself. It was a chance for her to build her confidence back up again. It was a happy ending. At the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups, there was wish fulfillment on the emotional level. It was entertainment. It gave her the recognition, and she was able to again be abundant in it on the emotional level. It gave her emotional fulfillment regarding to this matter. Moving forward with the Lover's card that's in the sacral chakra region. Now, I was a bit confused on why this card came out in this, but the sacral chakra deals with intimate relationships, right? And the parenting and the childhood upbringing. So, what I got from this here, this is like cosmic consciousness, because of it being a crown chakra card. So, with this being in the sacral chakra region, of course, the Lover's card highlights the number 7. It is the 7th card in regular tarot. So, what was it, number 6? It's supposed to be number 6. I don't know why I wrote number 7, but anyways, because it brings balance, right? It's supposed to be number 6. No, okay. Anyways, so there's a sense to bring clarity and value alignment regarding to her relationship with herself and other people. Again, righting her wrongs, learning how to really love people on a healthy spectrum. There could have been an instance of only having a dream about extending this love out to people, having a sense of compassion, forgiveness, all this type of lovey-dovey energy. And it was a chance to basically conjure a relationship possibly with Chrisean Rock, because she was able to communicate with her through social media, and now that she had her come to her show, because that was one of the things that she had people doing while her being on tour, was every city that she went to, she would get an artist from that city to do their song or participate in the festivities of the tour. So let's clarify that. It was a chance to bring people together, love one another, show appreciation to what has came about regarding to making this album. Let's see what comes out as a clarifying card. Here we go. The Nine of Swords. But it gave out anxiety. People were thinking about the past. It brought some stress, some nightmares, depression, all that. Look at this. It clarifies this right here. Being incarcerated with the thoughts. Let's see what else. It all came tumbling down. Unfortunately. It was a chance to build a relationship with people. Possibly rekindle relationships with people. With the High Priestess card, there's a need to follow intuition. That's Piscean energy. No, that's Cancerian energy. So, with that being said, it's a need for her to listen to her intuition, or she should have listened to her intuition during that time period, and now is leading towards them being into solitude mode, because because it caused a mental overload, it caused some stress. So as of right now, introspection is needed for them on a mental standpoint, getting their mental health together, get back into alignment. Moving forward with the release card in the solar plexus region. This is a crown chakra card as well. So there is a need for them to release this energy. I do put an end to the situation, establish some boundaries. I'm pretty sure this is the ancestors talking on this note. This is like divine intervention of, yeah, it's time. Release card. Clarify the release card. And I gotta act fast because I'm about to get on the clock and battery's going down. So we got the Ace of Cups here. It's a time to end things so it can start a new beginnings. We got King of Cups that came out too. Okay. Ooh, what was at the bottom? Let's just get a third card. I should not say that. And then we have recklessness. Okay. So there is a need of releasing energy. You know, divine is in order for them to accept themselves and rebuild their confidence, because I'm pretty sure there was some ego deaths at the time during this matter. There's a need for them to release so they can start new beginnings. possibly with a male figure that is mature. James, make things right with James, because there was some recklessness and lack of self-control at that time. And this Temperance card is Temperance is Sagittarian energy. So yeah, this is regarding to James with this matter, because what happened to him, it caused him to go through somewhat of an ego death. It brought his confidence level down just a little bit. So there's a need for her to release this energy, make things right, and rebuild the relationship with him. Following through with the Tower card and the Nine of Cups, because there was some sudden upheaval, okay, taking place, right? Someone got emotional fulfillment out of this matter. Clarify these two in the heart chakra region. We got the Five of Swords here. Of course, there was conflict. Someone was feeling defeated. There was some violence that took in place, and self-sabotaging energy. Let's see what else. Three of Swords are left with loneliness and heartbreak. Someone's crying. There's some trauma and grief in that matter. On a mentally, there we go. With the Nine of Pentacles, with making money independent. With Nine of Pentacles, okay, yeah, this is relating to Tamar here, because it took 9 years for her to become independent, making money, create and be able to having a baby while this had transpired during this time in this interaction. So yeah, with this Tower happening here, it affected Tamar. It affected Tamar because their violence had taken place. It left some trauma and heartbreak along there as well, because it took her 9 years to have a sense of independency regarding to her finances, material possession, and it all came crumbling down within a split second. And then we have the Perseverance card at the bottom of the deck. So there is a need for her to continue on in her endeavor to right her wrongs and make things right. I can say the same for chriseanrock as well, because it really it shouldn't have really happened. How should I say this? It should have never happened in the first place. How about that? Okay. And then let's go ahead and get some lesson cards, because this thing about to go. Okay, so what lesson is Tamar learning? Okay, now let's get some closing messages for them. What lesson is Tamar learning regarding to this situation between her and okay, we got spiritual partnership. So again, the solar plexus and the solar plexus and the third eye chakra / crown chakra is highlighted here. So cycles, things needs to be coming to an end, such as possibly possibly childhood wounds, learning to forgive, be on the path of forgiveness. Okay, heal those wounds from blaming all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, or resisting to move through through forgiveness on that end, and continue to develop and strengthening that third eye. That way you can use your discernment to pick and choose your battles, as well as sharing your wisdom amongst the community, and what you have gone through, what you endeavored, and how did you move through those situations, and in a healthy manner. And then of course stay connected to the relationship with the higher source itself. And then at the bottom of the deck, again, completion. Again, as I stated before in the beginning of the reading, like Tamar, since her life path is the number 8, just based on her birthday, like she is approaching her karmic year. So it can work in her favor, or it can go downhill. So again, 99, since both of these cards have 9 and then 9 with 2 plus 7, is talking about completion as on an angel number aspect. It says, accept the changes to come. There is a completion happening in your life. It's time to reflect on the lessons of the past so as to prepare for what is to come. Endings can be painful, but your angels support you. Repeat this mantra: I accept positive change in my life. And then Chrisean, let's see, what lessons is Chrisean learning during this matter? What lessons chriseanrock could be learning during this matter? Adversity. I accept that changes are the best way to learn. Thank you. And how can she move forward from the situation? Creativity. Again, being able to assert herself in situations, establish boundaries with people, rub shoulders with the right people, collaborate with people, because we got the number 3 here highlighted that deals with teamwork and collaboration, so she could be able to grow from the situation, have the confidence to grow from the situation in a healthy manner. It may take a minute, okay, but she got to accept the challenges that have come across her first, because that's the best way to learn. She got to accept the things that she cannot change, all right, that has transpired at the moment. And then James Wright, what lessons is he learning right now? What lesson is James learning right now? The health card wanted to come out. We got financial discipline coming out for James. So 8 plus 4, that equals 12. Yeah, that equals 12. That equals to the number 3. So again, rub shoulders with the right people, collaborate, give yourself some love, give yourself some grace, some compassion, as well as forgiveness, as well, because let me see what your shadow attributes had on the cards. Compulsive need to keep moving on. Okay. Yeah, being able to collaborate with the right people as well, learn from the situation, learn to love yourself fully and wholly, because pink is signifying self-love, showing gratitude, as well as making sure all your needs are met on a mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially standpoint, since it got finances. And then of course with the heart chakra that deals with love, compassion, and unconditional love, y'all, you know what to do. You know what to do, James. How you can grow from this situation? Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This is like divine intervention at its finest. Wow. Okay, what can they all learn from this situation? How about that? What can they all learn from this situation? Because honestly, what had transpired should have never happened in the first place. I know to some degree it was out of love, but it should have never happened. What can they all learn from this situation? We got discipline. Spiritual discipline at that. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. That's the lesson that all of them can learn during this time period. Spiritual discipline. And then we have domestic harmony at the bottom of the deck. On an individual standpoint, being able to speak your mind, speak your truth. And then that way you'll be able to, on a loving manner, being able to speak your truth, live your truth, express your truth authentically, wholly on an individual standpoint. So you can be able to show compassion towards others and yourself while doing so. So, should I do a self-care card? Let's go ahead and pull a self-care card for each one of them. Why not? This is a very touchy subject matter. Why not? Okay. What self-care could Tamar do? How can Tamar care for herself or take care of herself? Music! Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. So put your pain into your music and give less F's. The less you give an F, the happier you'll be. Okay? Don't take things personal. Just accept things as is and move forward. Chrisean Rock. How can she take care of herself better? Besides getting with the right crowd. The colors you wear. The colors, use color magic by wearing colors that attract things that you want. I'm going to say yellow with her. And clarify your desires. Cut through the confusion and use your intuition to guide you. And what about James Wright? How can he take care of himself? Meditate. Quiet the mind and let your soul speak. At the bottom, level up. Start small. Start today. Just start. The sky's the limit. All right. So that completes the reading for Tamar Braxton, Chrisean Rock, and James Wright Chanel in this encounter that transpired last week. Feel free to chime down in the comment section what you think about this message. And if you like a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.honeysoulchildbottega.com. And or you can scan the QR code at the end of the video. And so be the light to you all. Always remember to love thyself, know thyself, love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself on the road to 1K. And I'll see you guys in the next one.